So on that note, I want to talk about January the 6th, 5 years in.
This is Larry Brock, who 5 years ago today was on the Senate chamber floor during the January 6th insurrection, a military veteran wearing his tactical protective gear.
Look, I love you guys, you're brothers, but we can't be disrespectful.
Prosecutors say his social media messages in advance of January 6th included, "I prefer insurrection at this point, and our second American Revolution begins in less than 2 days." Found guilty of obstructing an official proceeding, he spent 372 days in jail before being pardoned by President Trump.
I don't think you will ever recover from this.
He temporarily lost his pilot's license and home inspector license, and a protective order in a divorce still in place over the right to see his 11-year-old son.
You may believe or not believe in what my cause was, but you should not, as an American, be put in jail because you protested peacefully.
Prosecutors and hours of video proved so much of the protest was not peaceful. Prosecutors saying that Brock was among rioters in a mob that illegally entered the Capitol grounds. Mark and Jaleesa Middleton were convicted as well. Prosecutors say police body cam recorded them shouting expletives at officers, striking officers, and Mark Middleton using a flagpole to strike another officer in the head. They were also among the more than 1,500 pardoned by President Trump.
We still struggle day to day. Our reputation is destroyed. Depending on who we're in front of, we're still either a hero or a villain.
They say they've had difficulty finding work, finding people who will trust them.
There's so many of us J6ers that are absolutely struggling in every possible way you could imagine.
When January 6, 2021 occurred, almost everyone was horrified at what they saw happening.
SMU professor Cal Gilson is watching the political divide that remains. People who still believe they were in the right to protest the way they did versus the people who believe they should still be in jail.
We're not likely to get back quickly, if ever, to the kind of trust in our judicial institutions that we once had.
Meanwhile, the Middletons want the Trump administration to do even more. They want financial compensation for their trouble.
The J6ers have never been made right. We've never been made whole.
Do I believe that every J6er should have been pardoned? Absolutely not. For those that actually committed assault on an officer, merely commuted their sentences rather than pardoned them.
And now Larry Brock is running for office, the Texas House in District 106 in Denton County. And he's not running away from his past.
I know that there are people that are going to be able to use January 6th against me. And I understand that. But look, America is worth fighting for.
5 years and counting, a divided America still struggles with whose fight to believe. In Prosper, I'm Kevin Reese.